Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Bonnie and I am here today to pull some cards. It's been a while. Like a real while. So I am going to just see what the energy has in store for us. It's funny, before I started this read, I was thinking, new year, new you, new year, new me. And this time, for some reason, I'm getting this overwhelming sensation that this time things are different. We always say new year, new me, set new intentions, set new goals. But for some reason, for a vast majority of the collective at this time, I'm feeling that this year is really all about stepping into your true potential, stepping into your true self, no longer allowing limiting beliefs to hold you back from where it is that you want to go and what it is that you want to achieve. This is the year that you are ready to step into your own true power and start taking back what is yours. And it's so possible. You know, this is triumphant success. This is like the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Swords. So this is like a whole brand new beginning on its own. You are ready to cut out the bullshit. You are ready to break through what has been holding you back. You are ready to bust through the energetic cords that you've been hanging on to for far too long now. And when I say energetic cords, I'm meaning like the energy of other people's beliefs, or cutting the energetic cords of the traumas that you've experienced in your past. Because those things, those experiences, those beliefs, those traumas, they've got you this far, they've brought you this far, but they've also kept you where you are right now. They have not let you expand further to gain the triumphant success. And for a lot of people in the collective, I'm feeling that right now you're really starting to become aware of what it is that needs to go and how your limited beliefs and your expectations of what was needed to be changed, and it all needed to start within yourself. I didn't even see this card sitting here, but recognition and reward. You are recognizing within yourself the energy, this energy of the three is coming to an understanding. And with the color red, this is your foundation. This is a coming to understanding of what it is that you want to let go of, so that you can build a foundation, so you can build something solid for yourself. You know, I'm hearing, and it's time to stop beating yourself up and start rewarding yourself. Start giving yourself compliments. Start loving yourself. Start recognizing all of the little things that you've achieved already in such a short time since the New Year's began. If you've decided to change your eating habits and you've been every single day working towards that, instead of beating yourself up and saying, oh my God, why am I not losing any weight? Or, oh my God, this is so tough. Be like, you know what? Pat yourself on the back and be like, hey, Sally, you know, you're doing fucking fantastic. You know, if you've quit smoking, yeah, you're going to have your moments where you're like, and maybe, yeah, you might have had a drag off a cigarette, but that's okay. Because as soon as you were done, you were like, okay, that's it. I'm done with that. You're recognizing how that little reward wasn't really a reward. So when you're beating yourself up, okay, I'm kind of getting, my head's going a million miles a minute here. Don't beat yourself up for the mistakes that you make, okay? The mistakes are challenges. They are things that we are meant to overcome. If we can't overcome those mistakes, how are we going to have triumphant success, right? We need to have those mistakes. We need to have those little trip-ups in order to recognize where we need to pat ourselves on the back and give ourselves some reward about what it is and how far we've come with in such little time. Accelerated motion. Okay, so with this, it's like I said, like you're like beating yourself up because things aren't moving as fast as you want them to. But you have to understand something that I learned today, and I actually proved to myself today. Your thoughts, where you put your energetic thoughts, energy is going to fucking go. Okay. I'm going to say, so this morning, like my blood pressure, I've been worried about that for whatever reason. I don't know, well, I do know, but it's not that bad, honest in all reality, it's not that bad. And the reason why I got higher, and like this morning I stopped and I took I'm like telling myself, this is my year. I'm going to start looking after myself and taking my blood pressure and seeing how that works, or not works, but how it's, anyways, it was high. Okay. It wasn't high, but it was high. And I'm like, oh, I'm telling myself, okay, Bonnie, just calm down. Like, you're being foolish, blah, 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 blah. And I'm trying to talk myself out of having this high blood pressure. And at the whole time, I'm not realizing, as I'm trying to talk myself down and I'm trying to make myself relax, I'm really not doing that at all. And essentially I am just creating more havoc. But then I listened to this podcast today, and they're like, you just really need to like let it go. Like, just be calm, be in the moment. Don't try to talk yourself down. Just be like, okay, this is the way it is. Like, if I'm going to be healthy, I need to start telling myself I'm healthy, and I am healthy, and I am doing the best that I can right now with what I have. And I know that going further, I'm going to be the healthiest I've ever been in my entire life. And I feel that right now. And when I let go of the expectation of those numbers on that thing, on that machine, when I did my blood pressure this afternoon, after I drank coffee and I was working, I came home, my dogs are jumping all over me, and I sat right down and I put that on. My fucking blood pressure, when I was telling myself, I'm letting go of that old fear. I'm letting go of the fear of what's not even happening. I don't even know if this is making sense to you, but of what's not even happening. And all of a sudden, what? My freaking blood pressure was like 132/84. And it's like, okay. If that's not proof to me that hanging on to those fears and trying to talk myself out of it is creating more problem, is keeping me in this negative vibration. It's all about your energy, right? And when you're trying to talk yourself out and you're trying to fix the situation, it's keeping you stuck, and it's keeping you in this low energy, which is creating negative energy, and is part of the reason as to why my blood pressure was high. And then when I let go of that, almost instantly, I could feel the shift in my body when I told myself, you know what? I don't want to hold that anymore. I'm done with that fear. That's the old me. This is the new me. This is where I'm stepping into. And I am going to prove to myself what I'm capable of doing. My fucking blood pressure went down. So where I'm getting to this is, if you're sitting at this place where things aren't moving as quick as you want them to, you have the capability of moving them faster if you just let go of the outcome. And, I've heard it so many times and never understood it until today. Just let go of the outcome. Just sit down, take a moment, unclench your jaw, relax your shoulders, give yourself that moment just to be like, ugh, don't worry about what's going to happen. Don't have that fear, because fear is false experiences appearing real. You're taking a moment from your past and you're putting it into your future that hasn't even happened yet. You're creating all of this chaos and this misunderstanding and these limited beliefs from something that you've experienced before, when in reality, if you just let it go and be like, you know what, I don't want to be that anymore. That part of me is done. That fear is gone. I'm ready to step into something new and take the risk. And as soon as it's crazy. As soon as you drop that fear, cut that cord, imagine cutting that cord of fear and be like, I'm ready for this. I'm ready to make the changes I need within myself. Things are going to start moving a hell of a lot faster. Things almost instantly. And it's crazy. I never believed it until today. Things are going to change almost instantly. You have the capability. As soon as you can recognize and start rewarding yourself for all of the things that you've done already to get to where you are now, to be at this decision that you want things to be different. It takes a risk. It takes a challenge, but you are willing to do it. And as soon as you let go of the fear, you know what? Things are going to move quicker than you expected. Discontent and boredom. Yeah, that's, I feel, is what you're walking away from. You're walking away from being uncomfortable. You're walking away from being stuck. You're no longer willing to hold on to what no longer serves you. The past is the past. You want to turn around and go towards your future. Why do you want to stay stuck somewhere where, you know, like, okay, this fear of, you know, I don't know, the fear of being seen, I'm hearing. You know, the fear of being seen because maybe somebody's experienced some kind of abuse in their past and it's made you feel like you need to be small. But you know what? You don't need to be small. That fear of being seen was created at a time when it was meant for you to learn. And now is the time for you to take what you've learned from that fear and be like, I'm no longer going to allow that to hold on to me. And turn around and see what you're capable of. Things are moving. Like, things are moving for you. It's just, you need to trust and take the chance. Take the chance. Go for it. Keep on moving. You're going in the right direction, my friend. Letting go of this boredom, seeing how the momentum starts changing when you stop staying stuck, when you start releasing the fears, when you start cutting through the bullshit and you start owning up and giving yourself a pat on the back, you're going to see yourself. You're going to see yourself. The abundance and the love and the flow start going in a way that you were like, wow, why didn't I do this fucking years ago? Right? It's not easy being cheesy. I don't know why I just said that, but I heard it, so I said it. So I'm just going to pull a couple more cards, but I'm going to use the Sacred Travelers, and I'm going to call it a day. I want to say thank you if you made it through so far. I appreciate it. I'm going to start doing videos a little bit more often because that's part of my calling. That's my purpose. That's why I'm, you know, that's why I've created. I love reading. I love sharing. I love helping people. Gates of Triumph. Success expands in your life. Hello. Success is expanding in your life. You are letting go. You are walking towards what it is that you want. Like, you're recognizing the path. You're seeing where it is that you need to go. Sorry, it was way up there too high. And it's like there's been a light that's been like triggered within you. And you're like, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to take this new year, this new path, this new me. And I'm ready to move forward towards what it is that I want. No longer staying stuck in what everybody else wants, but I'm ready to move forward towards my happiness, towards my well-being, towards my abundance. Okay. I'm going to start being nice to myself. I am going to start rewarding myself. If you've done something good today and you got out and you went for a 10-minute walk, come home and give yourself a foot massage. You know, soak your feet in the tub. Do something good for you that makes you feel good. That not only is that walk going to make you feel good, but rewarding yourself for having, what is the word that I'm looking for? Courage comes up, but it's not courage. Having the, it's not dedication, but having the, well, maybe dedication to actually put those shoes on and go outside and walk, put the toque on, even though it may be cold, you know, like you did it anyways. You overcame, you stepped out of something and you took a risk, right? Because it's not something you would normally do. May not be a risk. Well, it could be because it's slippery outside, but you know, like you're stepping into something new and you're uncovering treasure. Beneath the surface lies great bounty. Beneath the surface. Okay, within yourself lies great bounty. Within ourselves, when we let go of the fear, of the surface level fears, of the traumas and the things that we've experienced in the past and the reasonings that we decide to give ourselves, or the excuses, I should say, to keep us afraid, when we let go of those fears, when we let go of those traumas, when we let go of those expectations and the need to know what's going to happen next, we can feel the goodness within ourselves. It's kind of like the blood pressure, right? When you let it go and you don't worry about it and you see it as taking care of yourself and loving who you are, you feel good inside. Because I'll tell you, this morning I felt like fucking shit until I heard that podcast. And then I heard that podcast and I came home and I did it and I seen my results. I was like, okay, like this is just ridiculous. But it's so true. And I feel so much better. All right, my friends, I hope that this helped a little bit or gave you, I don't know, gave you a couple of minutes of listening to me ramble. But anyways, I'm not going to talk like that because it's not true. It's not rambling. It's the truth. You know, I come and make these videos to give some kind of guidance, to give some kind of understanding, to help you let go so that you can start empowering yourself, because it's all about living in our empowerment. You know, everybody talks about it. Well, I don't want to say everybody, but a lot of the things that I see, you know, is all about empowering. And if you don't really understand it, or you haven't experienced the feeling of it, you don't really understand it. But once you experience the feeling, it's like, wow. And I really hope that maybe there's a moment where you're like, okay, I'm going to give this a try. And I'm going to let go of that fear. And I'm just going to let myself relax. And I'm going to go with the flow. And I'm really not going to beat myself up. Yes, you're going to worry. Yes, you're going to fret. Yes, you're going to doubt. Yes, you're going to have all of those same, you know, feelings. But this time you're going to catch them. You're going to be like, okay, no. I told myself that I'm going to pat myself on the back for not smoking today. I did a fantastic job overcoming that, oh my goodness. I don't know why I'm so lost for words today. But urge, I guess, to have a cigarette. And, you know, like, be kind to yourself. Be kind to yourself, my friends. It's just be kind. All right. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to doing some more of these reads for you. You guys take care. Bye-bye.